What is up, YouTube? It is Matty, and yes, I am back from my can't remember where I went then. And yes, I'm still feeling a bit jaded. It's now Tuesday at 5:51, and I got back on Sunday at like 11. But yeah, Thursday to Sunday of just madness and drinking and doing my doing it. But anyway, this video is about Valkyries, and I will get into that in a sec, but I thought I'd give you a little sneak preview. The lads wanted me to show some clips of me me out on the Saturday night, and at first I was like, nah. And then I thought, yeah, right, I'll do it. I'll give you a little sneak preview of what I was doing and we're getting up to. Here we go. This is yeah, this is me dancing on the tables and the chairs in the club. I've got what another one here. Just give you a bit of a sneak. Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is but anyway. Yeah, there you go, guys. Hope you enjoyed that little sneak preview. On to Valkyries. Now, I've got a couple of what I want to show you some videos from. Because what I've sort of realised over time, and what many people have, is that Valks are... they've got their time and place, and not every base is good for them. And it's normally bases that have got quite a big core. So I'm going to show you a couple of videos from this war first, and these bases are a lot lower, underdeveloped, but the ones in the next war are a bit better, so I want to show you what I mean. Now, in this base, you can see that you've got 4 air defences just around the core of the base. We've got Krull on the attack, and yeah, but the core of it, it's not super segmented. But what Krull's realised is he can use a Valkyrie core attack and complement it with hogs to take down some of the defences. So I'm going to hit play now, and we'll have a look at how the attack goes and how he does it. So I'm guessing that early on he's going to identify the side he's going to attack from with a route into the core, and I think it's down by the bottom right, if that, yeah. See the double golem down. He's going to get a nice wide spread on the wizards as well to make sure he starts getting those buildings down. And with all the sort of defences distracted, they're going to start pushing through. He will have a chance to get the wall breakers down as well and to break in. And I think he's going to use the king as distraction for the wizard tower. I thought he was then for the wall breakers to go in. But it looks like they're getting a good path in anyway. And that the wizard tower is just distracted. But... look how free the troops are to move around. The Valkyries are going to be going in very soon, I think. There they go, running in towards the core, jumping straight route in. They're going to be quick on taking the CC down, and they're going to be quick on taking the core down as well, especially if you can complement it with rage and heal. And then he does something brilliant, just starts dropping in hogs. I think that was a slightly misplaced heal then, actually. I think that was an absolute fail draw. I don't think he meant to do that. Anyway, you got the hogs in around as well, and you can see with the core troops absolutely smashing it, and the hogs moving around the base. Krull's clearly identified. If you can take out the first half with the golems and wizards, get the Valkyries in the core to smash that up, and then the hogs to run around the outside. So it's an absolutely lovely Vaho. I think this is the GoHavo or GoVaha. I don't know. I don't know if this is a widely used strategy, but the point of this video is to show how Valkyries can be used to complement and just give that extra firepower in the core to help rip it apart, and then you can complement the raid, and you'll rarely see it just be without a back-end troops, because the nature of Valkyries and the fact that they'll clump together, they'll go into the core, they'll take around mass buildings, but then they can get stuck on walls and that sort of thing, and you really want something on the back end to help finish up as well. Again, quite an under upgraded base, but look, huge core where the Valkyries will be able to freely run around, clumped up air defences as well. So this raid's going to be primed for back end loons because of the nature of the air defences there. So it's going to, I would imagine it's going to be relatively similar. 2 golems seems to be a good sort of setup for this. What he's doing is using the wizards to start cleaning the path. This all comes down to good scouting. You can see golems going in, the wizards down to help sort of funnel the troops in, or make it so that the Valkyries have got a nice clean path, should I say. should make sure that army camp goes down the edge, which he's done with an extra wizard. So very calmly, carefully placing the wizards. They're all going in now. The Valkyries are in. Jump spells down, and now it should be straight into the core. Once that all those air defences are down, it's going to be a straight up loon for the back end of the base. So he's going to make sure he uses the heal spells and the rage spells to keep all those Valkyries alive, trying to get them to break into the core, because once those air defences go, it's a free run for the rest of the base. 2 loons on the cannon at the bottom, nicely identified, a couple of loons at top as well. And actually, because the defences are so far away from the air defences, he's able to get the Valkyries down, get the loons down a bit sooner. So nicely identified. I mean, it's an underleveled base anyway, but just the way he's sort of able to sort of guide his troops in, take some defences down the way, get those Valks into the core, and then just that's it. Once all those external defences are around, you can see now he's got his king and queen and a load of Valkyries able to run around the rest of the base and take it down. So I'm going to speed through now while it's just on cleanup, and then we're going to move into the next war and have a look at some of the raids from that one as well. Now, hopefully I can remember the numbers. I haven't wrote them down. I'm using pure brain power here. Moving through clan, warlog, last war. I think it was the start in now is number 24. Yes. So you can see this base is slightly more upgraded. We've got half Lego, half skull walls, but all 4 air defences are in the core. So that's normally sort of an obvious pointer. Now what he's also identified, Brian, though, is that he can take down some couple of cannon trades. If you can do that at the start of a raid, do it. He might just he's dropped an extra couple of loons down there now. A hog on each might have done that, actually. Could have saved a little bit of space there. You do need the... But he's also got the CC pull, so multitask there. He's going to pull them up north, use witches to try and take them down. Queen's down as well, so he is sort of taking the CC down on the move. I imagine the golems, he's not going to wait too long before he starts dropping the golems as well. No, here we go, look. Golems down, going to have wizards piling behind, I would have thought, to help just guide the troops in. We've got 6 Valkyries, but 10 loons as well. So the idea is he wants to get his troops in, take the queen down, take those air defences down, and start using back-end loons for the raid. Sorry I keep zooming in and out, guys. He obviously already used quite a few loons to help take down some of those early defences, just making it nice and easy for that that main sort of GoWiVa part of the attack with the golems, the Valks, and the king and queen. And this is where Valks come into play. Just watch them sort of run around and just tear out the core. Once they're on the move and once they've got into the right position, watch them now. Defenses just get sliced apart, and they're just running around, taking it down. He's got the heal spells there to help them as well. So yeah, all the air defenses are nearly down now, and just some back end loons, a couple of wizards still alive as well. But the raids come together absolutely beautifully. One arch tower left as a threat, really, that's all. But I love the fact that air sweepers come into play. But it looks like the raid's over, and Queen's on full health as well anyway, so the raid came together nice. And yeah, you can use hogs and loons as your back end troops. It all depends on the base. If you've got a big core with separated air defences, that's when you might want to consider hogs. If you've got a big core with inward air defences, that's when you might want to consider the loons for the back end. I think 21's next with a bit of loo. So let's have a look at the base and look at that. 4 air defences in the core. Let's see what Loo's going to go for. Probably go Valo. Yeah, 9 loons. You can see he's got 3 hogs there. Might be for a CC pull. Giant down, 3 hogs into giants to distract. Hogs are to go in and take that arch tower down. Don't think he's going to get the CC pull though. No, it didn't quite work out. I think he was hoping that they were going to go a bit deeper in or survive a little bit longer. But hey, that happens. It's part of life, part of these raids. You know, they don't always go to plan. So now what he's going to do is drop the golems down, and I think he's going to use the witches on the fly to just help them go in and get a bit of extra firepower, because he was going to obviously pull out the CC. So I love the fact that this raid was like on the fly. It didn't go to plan at the start with the CC pull, but he thought, I'll just do the raid anyway. I'll change my strategy a bit. get the funnel right, get the troops going, and he tested a test Valkyrie there to go in and start getting the troops, and then all the Valkyries down now. Look, they're going straight for that jump spell, straight inwards towards the core, and now he's going to use rage and heal to keep them alive, so that as soon as they can get in, it's going to be up to the main part. The King's ran around the outside, which is a real shame. In fact, his King's going to die if he's not careful. King dead didn't use ability, that was a shame as well. But the Queen's going in, and watch the Valkyries, even they're pretty much in there on their own. But they're going to basically tear that entire core wide open. With that going down, the 9 loons are going to come into effect, and he's going to start dropping them down on those remaining defences. Look, and the defences will go down as long as sort of the archer towers are distracted, the air defences are down. The ones on the right there have got hit by the air defence, which was a bit of a shame, so a little bit preemptive there, but it's looks like he's got enough loons to do it. Now it is looking a bit ropey up the top right here because he's got 2 Teslas and a cannon and a wizard tower, but because the loons are sort of clearing out the other side, so it's not, this isn't a perfect one by any stretch. The loons are dying, he is running out of troops. Those witches didn't do much help in the end, but it's I love this raid for the fact it was almost like it was a clutched one where it looked like a mistake at the start, and then he just brought it back, got the cleanup troops down, and now it's just going to be a straight run to the raid area. I bet this one came close to the time, actually. It felt like it did. But we're going to go to the final raid now, which is number 15, I think it was. So there we go. There's the end of that one. It just goes to show Valkyries can be... Don't underestimate them, I think is the point of the video. They are, they can be a force. Now this base, look at it. So it's got a nice sized core, well, nice-ish. It is a segmented base. The air defences aren't together. So I wouldn't have even thought that Valkyries would be an option here. But I love the fact that Brian did and has. And let's have a look at how he picks his base apart. Okay, looks like this might have been a second attack because he knew the Tesla was in the corner there. Got the giant down, hog in to get the CC pull. 2 loons took the Tesla instantly down and the cannon. That's brilliant. Lovely bit of scouting there. Barbarians down, witches, so he has got the CC out, is taking them down just so it's less of a threat. And he doesn't need to wait for the whole CC to die either, because it's a GoWiVa. You know, there's a lot of troops going to go down, quite a few wizards, quite a few Valkyries, that sort of thing. He can let the golems add to a bit of distraction. So he's going straight in through the north. I'm assuming going to wall break it in, which it looks like he is. And then it's going to be the sort of the GoWiVa part of the attack, and it's got backend hogs to finish this. So because all the air defences are quite spread, there's no real chance of hogs there. But what I do like is the fact that all those defences look clumped together, and now when you see that, and if you think, yes, if I can get my troops into the core, take all that out, and then sweep the hogs while the other defences are distracted, and look at the way he's done it. Sent the hogs in from the top right of the base, sort of 230, and they're just going to sweep around the entire outside of the base. And because of that, and with all the core distracted, with those Valkyries, with the witches in there as well, golems, queen, king, the hogs are just sweeping around the bottom side of the base, and that has made this attack an awesome attack in my opinion. And it's actually sort of the one that inspired me to do the video, because I thought, yeah, it's just something that I wouldn't think about to do on that sort of base. So I hope you enjoyed something a little bit different. I hope you've enjoyed my little special video on Valkyries and my a sneak peek at me on Saturday night. I can't believe I showed that, but I did. But yeah, guys, I'm back. I'm here. I'm cracking on with this YouTube with the replays, war recaps, and everything. So I hope you enjoyed this little Valkyrie special, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.